Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars? Hey, everybody! I think it's time for me to get back to my roots as a Let's Player. I started with important political games like The Political Machine, and now, in Miko We Trust. Enter my first name, I don't know, Assholio? And my last name, Butts. Sorry, Mike Judge. Don't Mike Judge me. How y'all doing? I will have this game in the description if you would like to check it out yourself. When I was in school, my teacher asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I don't remember what I said. It was probably something generic, like I want to be a fireman, or I'm gonna be a rock star. I'm gonna be a cock star. I'm gonna draw a star on my cock and walk around and show people. Something ridiculous like that. By the time I turned 16, I had given up on dreams like that. Yeah, I was just your average high schooler, destined to stack shelves and serve fries to nagging customers. Where are my fries? Shut your gob hole, you get them when you get them. Or at least, that's what I thought. Instead, where I've managed to end up is the White House. Mr. Vice President, what's your opinion on the latest bill? Sir, we need to prepare for the Premier's visit next week. Which hotel should we book? How about the Watergate? Vice President, where's the tax cut you promised us 2 years ago? 3 men in suits are swarming around my desk, yelling over each other to talk to me. These aren't just old men with dress sense. They're deputy secretaries, second only to the heads of state themselves, and all of them are expecting answers from me. My name is Assholio Butts, and I am the motherfucking president of these United States of America! Hell yeah. And I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Okay, gentlemen, I'm sure there's someone else who can handle your your questions. We're not looking for someone else. We want you, you little lazy shrimp. I don't think we haven't noticed. You spend all your days sitting around without lifting a finger to help. To be fair, he's right. I haven't offered much of a meaningful contribution to the runnings at the White House. But really, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any experience in politics. I barely know how to make coffee, for crying out loud. Could maybe you talk to the president about this? I really don't have the power to. I just get a vote when there's a tie in the Senate. Quit hiding behind the president! This is you we're talking about! I sink a little further into my seat. What am I supposed to do? These guys are scary, and nothing I say is going to calm them down. Calm your tits, bros! Is there a problem, gentlemen? All the bickering suddenly falls silent as every man turns his attention to the newcomer. She's nothing like the secretaries. She's got a stick for beating folks. She looks young, but the twinkle of wisdom in her eyes speaks of decades of experience. She dresses bizarrely for here, the highest echelon of American politics, but no one says a word. That's the first time I think in a visual novel I've seen someone use the word echelon. After all, President Toyosatomimi. She's the one everyone here answers to. Oh, Mr. President. Notice me, Mr. President. Miss President. She probably doesn't have a dick. 6 months ago, the first stories about her began to surface. A mysterious woman arrived on the West Coast, winning over the masses with her incredible charisma. You can charisma my ass any day, Mrs. President, Miss President. When the internet caught wind of her, her popularity only grew. Within weeks, she was a household name, like, you know, a blender, attracting thousands with her smooth and clever rhetoric. No one was surprised when she ran for the presidency. Technically, she wasn't a legal candidate. You weren't born in America, you foreigner! But her fan base was so large that the rules got waived just so she could enter. I like that. Naturally, she won by a landslide. Well, for what it's worth, George Washington wasn't born in America either. I love you, Miko. And her popularity has only grown ever since. There are even rumors that she's some sort of saint revived to bring about a new era of American greatness. I'm for American greatness. Well, I better be. I'm the vice president. Her name is Miko Toyosatomimi. And she's the reason I'm sitting in this chair right now.
Have these guys been giving you trouble, assholio?
I wouldn't word it like that. Mr. President, your subordinate is a disgrace to our government and everything it stands for. I concur. He makes thousands, hundreds of thousands for doing absolutely nothing while we run around working our asses off. I want him impeached. No, deported.
Really? Is that how you think of him?
Miko swings over to me and places a hand on my shoulder. Oh, the president's touching me. She's a good head taller than me, and it makes me feel like I'm back in high school again. I hope these guys don't give me a swirly.
Mr. Butts is a testament to everything this nation stands for. He's the everyman we've sworn to ourselves to serve, the average American who represents our country as a whole. If you demean my running mate, sirs, you demean America itself.
The secretaries go quiet in shame. There's a pressure around the president that makes it difficult for anyone else to breathe. I'm sorry, ma'am. I never thought of it like that.
Wink! I assumed as much. Now, don't you all have somewhere else to be?
Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. The three men scurry out of the room, adjusting their collars and ties on the way. This isn't something any of them are likely to talk about on their coffee break. Oh, you got owned by the president, bitches. The ominous aura around Miko dissolves soon after, as if she was being possessed by the men she was trying to lecture. Once she's calmed down completely, she turns her attention back to me.
Are you alright, assholio?
You can touch my assholio. I mean, yeah, thanks to you I'm alright, Mrs. President. Seriously, though, I owe you one.
Think nothing of it. After all, it would reflect poorly on me if my vice president fell under criticism.
You could beat them with that stick.
And worse still, it might distract the attention of the populace. We can't have that now, can we?
And so her true colors show. Oh, man. Miko gave a speech about how I was some sort of mascot for American patriotism, but the truth is a little sketchier than that. In short, she didn't want a running mate who had a chance to steal the spotlight. She needed someone no one would care about, someone so painfully average that no one would waste a newspaper column reporting about them. Kind of like a lot of real politics. That's kind of how Truman became vice president. That someone, of course, turned out to be me. How could I refuse the offer? I gotta be the freaking vice president of the United States of America. Still, knowing I got elected just because I'm utterly unremarkable is a bit rough on my pride. Anyway, weren't you meant to be in a meeting right now, Miss President? Something about your special friend in China?
Please don't call her that, even as a joke. Anyway, I'm here because I want to ask you a favor.
Oh, you found something that I can help you out with?
Nothing major. I just wanted somebody to check on Fudo for me.
Fudo? You mean the Secretary of Defense, right?
You know how she is. With all these international tensions, I worry that she's a little, aggressive.
That's a light word to use. Probably that political correctness kicking in. Alright then, so I have to make sure that she doesn't start any wars in the last half hour?
If you could, thanks! It should keep the secretaries from complaining too, so in the end both of us get something from it.
Understood, and thanks again for the backup, Miss President.
No need to thank me, simply doing my job!
Miko struts out into the corner, she's oozing something. Confidence with every step as the smile is plastered onto her face. For all her political wrangling, she really does have the country's best interests in mind. All things considered, I'd work for her over anyone else in a heartbeat. And she's kind of dreamy. Her taste in subordinates, though. Wait, I'm kind of a subordinate. Alright, Futo. Let's see what country you've managed to rile up this week. Ooh, let's go meet the Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Defense. Futo's pretty much taken up residence in the White House's war room. Technically, she should have her own office over in the Pentagon, but we decided it was dangerous to keep her more than an arm's length away. Futo, you there? I let myself in without bothering to knock. When I step aside, I see Futo sitting at one end of the table, playing with a globe.
Who should we invade next? Bolivia or Peru? Perhaps Zimbabwe?
She's prodding her fingers into various countries, giggling to herself in a slightly offsetting fashion. Oh, she looks like a child playing make-believe, which makes her actual level of clout even more disturbing.
This is Mononobe. She's Miko's most trusted subordinate, and they've worked together for several centuries now. No, I didn't get that wrong. Centuries. Remember when I said there were rumors Miko was a saint? Well, there was more to that than you think. This will sound ridiculous, but Miko and Futo are actually hermits from the Far East. Naturally, this isn't public information. The only reason I know this is that I'm the vice president. Back in her day, Miko had plans to rule Japan, but she's decided that America's a far more powerful asset. Well chosen, Miko. And naturally, she put her pyromaniac companion in charge of her national defenses. I approve! Great move, boss. Put the globe away, Fudo.
Ah, Sir Bart! Forgive my distraction! I was busy planning our latest campaign for, the expansion of democracy! Let us bomb democracy into them! Yes, that's it!
This isn't the age of imperialism or colonialism. We can't just conquer any country we feel like.
And why not? It would send an excellent message to our enemies in China! I mean, imagine the headlines!
Is this how Fallout happened?
Bakarin Haraji dismayed by America's military mighty fries hangs herself in shame.
Oh, that got dark, Fudo.
You know, something like that.
I groan beneath my breath.
What are you doing?
Just a moment, I'm not done.
Are you climaxing? Thinking of blowing up Peru?
No, I have a friend that's from Peru.
We'll try not to blow her up.
Looks like Miko's right to check up on Futo after all. What is your history with this, Bikaran woman anyway? Wait, is that the president's special friend? Is she jealous? Is she another hermit like you two are? Maybe it's some lesbian love triangle.
I suppose that would be a layman's term, yes! I hear that she sold her soul to a demon to obtain immortality. The Lady Miko has been a rival for an age now. When she found out we had taken America, she claimed China to oppose us.
Nice second choice.
I hear it was quite a hostile takeover. What I would have given to watch the fires burn! Burn!
Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there, Fudo. The boss told me to make sure you didn't do anything rash with relations as they are.
Sexual relations?
No. That means no provocation, no live fire drills, and especially no nuclear testing.
But that is not fair. Why do we have all these world-ending doomsday devices if I never get to use them?
That's an order, Futo. Your master's still commander-in-chief, remember?
Meh. Fine, I will keep my brilliant strategies for another day.
Please let that day be a few centuries from now when it's someone else's problem. Still, I have to give her credit for her enthusiasm, at least. She's loyal to Miko above all else, but her way of showing it is, interesting to say the least. I might have to check up on her more often. World War III would be bad for publicity, after all. Yeah, it probably would be. Right, that's the message sent, so I'm going to head back to my office. And in fact, that's where I'm going to leave you all. That's the end of the first episode. So we've got to meet some of the characters. I like the Secretary of Defense. She's kind of insane.
Insane in the membrane! Insane in the brain!
Wait, insane? Got no brain? I don't know what happened to my LP there. I need to go listen to some music. I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. America!